Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome back to the channel. We are here today to do some more PlayStation VR2 news. We've got new Flight Simulator PlayStation 5 beta invites going out, so check your inboxes, and if you haven't signed up yet, don't worry, I'll show you how to sign up for your chance to get on the beta. Also, a new PlayStation VR2 game has just appeared on the PlayStation Store, ready to be wishlisted, and I've got my provisional review of Reach. I tell you why. The latest PlayStation VR2 blockbuster, or maybe not quite, we see. Anyway, let's get started, and let's start from Flight Simulator. Microsoft is sending out a second wave of invites for this game, and they are for the PlayStation 5 beta. But they saying this round is smaller than the first, sign-ups are still open, but there is no guarantee you get in just yet. The team says more invites might go out later if there is extra room, so keep an eye out on your emails in that case, and if you didn't sign up for your chance to do so yet, all you have to do is follow those 3 simple steps. Go to flightsimulator.com and join their insider program. Then, during the short survey, make sure you tick PlayStation 5 when it asks you which platforms you like to test. And then, if you are already insider, just log in and edit your preferences and add PlayStation 5 to your beta options. And that's it. Once you're in, Microsoft will email you directly if you are chosen for the next round of testing. So not guaranteed, but there's a chance. Now, a new PlayStation VR title called Skyleap just appeared on the PlayStation Store for wishlists. The description says it is a fast-paced VR parkour action game where you jump, grapple and use telekinesis to climb higher and higher through a vertical world full of traps, turrets and mid-air combat. No trailer just yet, so yeah, let's see what that's gonna turn up as. Now, let's speak about Reach. The reviews are out and mine is nearly out as well, so I'm gonna do it here. So, first of all, the PlayStation VR2 review keys for Reach was slightly delayed, so I only got my copy of the game about 2 days ago, which is nowhere near enough for me to fully complete and explore the game for full review. So I've played around for around 4 hours in this game, which is somewhere past the halfway point, maybe, I think. So this is a provisional review, not yet the final verdict, but I've got the provisional score. So I just want to pass it on, just in case you're interested in maybe what to expect. And also a disclaimer, the game key was provided to me by the developer. So now let's get into it. The story kicks off in a town, and the story itself feels like basically the shit hits the fan instantly. The game doesn't waste any time and just throws you into some awesome action sequences that feel great in VR, and honestly, a strong start. Once things slightly calm down, you'll find yourself back in a small town area, and yeah, it's a bit of a letdown visually. If you are expecting something like bustling streets of Sapienza from Hitman 3 VR, which I just played before playing Reach, you'll be slightly disappointed because graphically it's a few leagues below that, and also the town itself feels empty and like lacking of life. But anyway, soon you're gonna descend into this underground city where gravity goes strange and objects float around you. You chat to a living statues, and you just jump in, running, fighting, and just basically, if you are a normal person, the things are getting pretty wild. But unfortunately, the main character, as well as it's voiced, doesn't really sell the craziness of it all. She kind of like reacts to it, but with yeah, I already saw Stranger Stuff before my breakfast today, you know, it's like not much of a surprise for her, so it would be better if she was kind of freak out a bit more about the crazy shit she's seeing. Anyway, saying that, once you're down there, the art direction shines. The scale becomes epic and the traversal system is proper fun. I caught myself smiling a lot playing this game, unlocking new arrow abilities like explosive arrow, freezing arrow, stunned is like, you know, knocking out people arrow, and then you can grab people weapons. You can get yourself a grappling drones, and it's kind of supposed to be probably feeling like you some sort of Spider-Man zipping around, but for me it's kind of been glitching out sometimes. Anyway, the first hour or so of this game what I played was awesome until the bugs started, and I'm not talking like, you know, small bugs. I'm talking here major game-breaking stuff. There is orbs what you have to use to move the platforms around to progress through the game, but one of them fell through on the floor for me, and I cannot use it, so I cannot create myself some paths. I have to kind of like jump around in the game and work out that the save system sometimes will spawn you in a random spots after death, so that's how I got around this part of the game. Also, I have to kind of cheat my way through a bit of the game when one of the platforms I meant to shoot the glyph, and that passes open the, let's say, this way for me, but sadly nothing was happening. I mean, it's happened once, but I have to repeat whole sequence for some reason, because the game just glitched out and made me do it again. And then on a second attempt, yeah, the things just wasn't happening. But yet again, I worked out after the loading for a second or two, I was like invisible, so I kind of managed to do it that way. But anyway, I am at the point of the game, I think, when I don't think I can't finish. I don't know. I think I'm either missing some platforms or something. I don't know. Anyway, saying that, when the game works though, let's talk about that. It is a blast. Reach is really more of a puzzle platformer though than a full-on action game, and I think that's how it should have been marketed, because some people might be disappointed. The opening action scenes are incredible, but they are very rare. They happening throughout the game, like those set pieces. Most of the time you solving the environmental puzzles though in a massive rooms. So I don't mind that, because I like that. I don't mind platforming, because I love platforming, but there is too many of those puzzles, and the instability of the game itself as well kind of kills it, because sometimes you don't know if you actually did something correctly, or if it just didn't happen. I don't know. Sometimes the game just breaks and invisible walls appear, sounds and music vanish, options reset every time you load the game. It's just pretty rough. Now, there are moments of brilliance here. I love how cutscenes, let's call them cutscenes, are interactive. Instead of just standing there and listening, NPCs actually hand you things, like ask you to pass them something, ask you for help, tell you to follow them. It's so much more immersive than just watching a static scene, and physically squeezing through the tight spaces as well, pulling yourself around. It's a genius idea. I really like those two. This is something what maybe I want more games to do, and other developers to look what Dreams did here. There are some epic set pieces as well, but because of the junk, sometimes they just feel awkward or even funny for, you know, all the wrong reasons when the wrong things happen. So, all in all, Reach is a game I want to love. It pulled me in hard during the first hour, but it slowly fell apart under the weight of its own bugs. I'm currently stuck in a room with no way forward. Either something glitched, or the next trigger maybe didn't load it, or maybe I'm just confused and don't know where to go. It's just confusing and frustrating, especially since the game gives you those hints and like kind of tries to tell you where to follow, but because how the levels are laid out, sometimes you might do things in the wrong order, or just completely wander off the path and get lost. So yeah, I think I just need to start over and reload. So for now, my provisional score is it's a generous 5 out of 10, because it has massive potential, great ideas, solid mechanics, and some flashes of brilliance as well, but at the moment it's just too broken for now. So hopefully the talented team at Dreams can patch it up soon, because this could have been something truly special. When I finish the game fully after all the updates, when I got more time to play it as well, I didn't want to post the review after just some, 4 hours of gameplay time and not completing the game. I mean, it's fine for some VR games because that's how long they are, This is on the longer side, so once I do that, once the updates release maybe, I'm gonna post a final review with a new score, hopefully. Fingers crossed they can pull it off. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then please press a like and subscribe to the channel, and I see you all later. Bye 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 bye.